All right, late Thursday night, just got done shooting pool over here. And I gotta do a bunch of interior doors tomorrow. And usually just chisel them out by hand, but I've got like 7 of them I need to get done pretty quick. So I'm making a router base for the little DeWalt router for a bushing and a straight cut bit to go into, because it will not fit in the original plate. But I figured while I was at it, this is a cutting board, by the way, out of a camper. Pretty thick, pretty nice. Seems pretty durable. I'm gonna make a jig that I can just stick 2 screws in, here and here, and screw to the door wherever the marked out spots are, because I'm just gonna go back to the old doors. I'm getting blanks, and I've got to drill the handles and all of that. Going from a flush core door to a 6-panel door, and hopefully I can get done a little bit after lunch or so tomorrow. If I can get all of them done at one time, it'd be a lot better. Plus, it's a good time to try out this new table saw sled that I slaved on last night and today. 6 5-cut methods later, and a whole beehive of holes here. Slides okay. We got it to within about 1/1000th of an inch and 12 inches, so pretty square. We're gonna make this first cut. This stuff cuts pretty easy too. I done cut some of it on the bandsaw and cut pretty easy. And I was just gonna use the piece that I cut off the bandsaw, because I cut this piece out of here. I'm gonna cut this piece here, and then I'm gonna run it again, probably about right there. So I'll leave something for this piece to ride on while this end is screwed to the door, and that should make it a lot faster. May just carry some 4-foot clamps and just clamp it to the door and not screw holes in it, but I think just sticking 2 screws in it, being as how it's on the hinge side, I don't think nobody will ever see them anyway. So I think that's gonna be the easiest and fastest way. I'm not gonna turn the vacuum on. I don't think I need it for this. Now we're gonna cut that out at the bandsaw, leaving the lines, and then we'll keep sanding on it to fit until we get a hinge to sit in there perfect. And with either this and a bearing guided cutting bit or a bushing, either one won't make that much difference. We'll cut these things out, get these doors done a lot faster. We can use everything. We're gonna cut that out. We'll save that for later. Now we'll just sand that out on the drill press until it actually fits. That bit I just took out is the one we're gonna need for making the router plate. There we go. That fits in there good enough. Route them right out. Now we'll figure out what the other size hole is on here. I'll probably go one smaller, because this one seemed to have a lot of play. There, that one fits really good, but I mean, it's probably a 64 smaller than the original hole. And we'll get a sacrificial board to put up here. Kind of like it almost did mine just there on that first hole. That looks all right. I think that'll work. I think that's gonna bolt right up. We're gonna have to go a little bit deeper with that first hole. Don't lose that. Be right back, guys. Oh, I think we broke the shock. I think we've got that worked out. All right. Yep. Now we can turn our attention to making a, what was it? An 1 3/16 hole for this bushing. Let's see if I have that Forstner bit right here. I have an 1 1/4 and then an 1 3/8. So either way, you know, I think that an 1 3/8 is gonna work. But let's measure the outside of this cap to make sure. That says an 1 3/8. Yikes. Boy, that's tight on the tolerances there. One and 23 1/28. Let's see what this 1 1/4 says. It says an 1 3/8. Interesting. Let's see what an 1 1/8 says. It says an 1 1/8. Next question. Is how did they get mixed up? Because I think this is the 1 1/4. Let's see what it says. Dead on 1.25 inches. But I think we can make this work. God, it's cool though. Look at that, what a mess. Now you know what happens when you drill on camper trailer cutting boards. Okay, so that's clearly not gonna fit down in there to get the lock nut onto the bushing. So we're gonna sink. Oh, I should have did that first. Okay. We'll find a way to lock all that together. Clamp all that down right across here so it don't move. Then we'll drill the 1.3 inch. We'll make sure we clamp it good and tight. That way we hit this spot right where we want it. Oh no, I gotta flip it over. No, that's right. This goes in from the bottom. That's good. I think that's about halfway through. We'll find out in a minute. At least now we got a hole to tell us. Look at that. Okay. All right, it fits in there. And the only thing I don't like about it is I'm only able to get like one thread on there. And I'd like to be able to get at least two for sure. There we go. 2 threads. Let's go ahead and put it back on the router. Let's tighten it up while we got it off. Here to be safe than sorry. This thing coming off at high RPM. I don't know. Not sure I want to be looking in under there when it does. We all know how we like to stick our faces around these things. This ain't gonna be the one that's going on there no way, so why am I trying to tighten it up? Maybe not, I don't know. Haven't looked through my router bits yet to see which one I'm gonna use. Might not need this bearing at all, but no matter what, it'll work on my dovetail jig too. I did mess around and do that damn thing backwards. Nope, I was trying to put it on upside down. Perfect. And that's fit pretty good. I committed the cardinal sin by tightening them all up as I went, and they still all went in, so got it lined up pretty good. All right. Now, might help if I unlock this, and I definitely want to take that. Didn't think about that. That's gonna have to be a straight cut bit, not round over, but I used that last night on my sled there. Oh yeah, look at that, lines up nice. Let's put a bit in it and see what happens. Oh yeah, I'm gonna show you on my router bit thing. I built this under this Jessam thing here with some scraps. Y'all probably seen it when the table saw tried to take me out. But this little organizer tray here for bits, and then in this little random treasure trove here, got a bunch of duplicates that are used or used more than others. That's the ones I'll go through first to see if I can find something that'll work here. Of course, I know that this ain't the right size or whatever, but we can still check and see how it works. Maybe not the right size. That'll be real close. Let's give that thing as much as we can there. Would you look at that? That's about as deep as a hinge will get. Now, we'll drill a couple holes in this. That don't take a second with one of these little jigs. Oh, I need to sand that. Okay, so I made this thing for a bearing bit, not a bushing, but I think if I do some work on that side of the bit of the little jig thing and just clean that up in this front corner right there, and square that up and open that up just a little bit. Go to the black line on here. And you can see that bad corner right there. Just a quick little thing, but we'll see if we can get that to work. We're gonna open it up a little bit and stick them 2 screws right back in the same spot. See if we can't get that to work.